Welcome. Welcome today. I am so happy to be here. And we are going to dive right back into ChatGPT and refine the Talk to Your Son app. Talk to the Sun app. As we discussed yesterday, we involved the engineer, the brand strategist, and the financial strategist, and we asked each one to look at our app as we described it thus far. We haven't fully described it, and we're going to start to iterate through and hear what they have to say and talk to each of them. So we're talking to the virtual twin, who is the engineer, the brand strategist, and the financial strategist. We didn't give too much information on what each one had to be an expert in. We just asked for experts in each of those fields. So the engineer says the app is a resonance dashboard that helps the intersection between solar, planetary activity, Earth systems, human input, technological behavior, and it helps detect meaningful vibration anomalies and turn them into patterns. Well, I already have some questions, and I did want to reiterate that even if this solar talk to your son thing is not your thing, which I wouldn't be surprised if it's not, watching these videos and seeing the trends and seeing how I interact with ChatGPT and the back and forth and how our offering changes through that interaction, I believe is the gold of these videos. I am interested in talking to the sun. You don't need to be. I will try to distill the key points at the end, but it's always good to see how a process works. And that's why I'm saying it doesn't really matter if you choose to talk to the sun or, something else, whatever it is that you guys decide, you and ChatGPT find out to be your deepest why, and then just take it seriously. Because I can tell you already this is day 7, and already there are so many tools in the background that I haven't even shown you guys that I've had to activate to bring this to life. And so there's little micro businesses that are showing up, and that's what will happen for you too when you just dive in and start creating. So we're going to circle back to what the engineer said or I'm going to copy and paste it here just so that we don't forget. So for this one, and I always just use dashes, because if I press enter, it's going to just start working and I don't want it to work yet. So I'm just going to say, I am not sure we have a shared understanding yet. Although all the points you bring up are interesting, I truly want to be scientific and unlock new information, especially using solar patterning, sound, rhythm, radiation, anything we can and that exists already as a documentation by NASA, etc. That is priority. That is priority to document in the databases of the app for now. Yes, human experience is interesting and we can capture it, but it's not primary. I see it as more informative rather than formative, if that makes sense. We are talking to the sun as the center of our universe, and that gives life to all of us, not just through photosynthesis, etc., but also through our perfect positioning and distance from the sun, etc. Okay, so that's for number one. Just to clarify, because I really want to make sure, and it'll come back with, I mean, maybe we should just do that rather than try and do all of it at once. Let's see what the next one says. The brand strategist. The app is a mirror of cosmic coherence, a way for humans to attune their daily lives, tech use, inner rhythm, to the visible forces around them. The sun is a guide, not a graph. Okay, maybe we should do the engineer one first, and I'm grateful that it appears first because I think it will help inform all of them, and then we'll iterate as such. So let's just press send. And really, the whole idea in all of this is the back and forth. The back and forth is where your gold is. The back and forth is where you're able to take what's in your heart and get it out in the world and be communing with, whether it's all of ChatGPT or in this case, ChatGPT as the expert engineer. And this is really where we're going to find our gold. This is something we never could have done before. We were confined to just us and the people we knew, the people in our network, our friends, really, because our friends may introduce us to some engineer that they know, but that engineer has a full schedule and probably can't jump on a call every 5 minutes and work through your mental processes. So here we have at our fingertips, experts, the highest experts. In this case, we're just choosing a general expert. I don't feel like we need a specific expert at this moment, but we're just trying to define the app so that we can test it and find out, are people going to be interested in this? Will they pay $5 for it? Okay, so revised engineer's role. Now properly tuned to your mission. The engineer who's a solar physicist and systems designer lens. So already without me asking, they refined who the engineer is. Talk to the Sun is a scientific resonance observatory, a beautiful, accessible interface that synthesizes multi-source solar and geophysical data to uncover new relationships between solar activity, wave patterns, radiation, gravity, and planetary positioning. Amazing. I love it. The app, see, and that's just from a few back and forths. The primary purpose is not to form opinion, but to document and observe. It builds a searchable cross-reference database of solar sound, helioseismology, magnetic field fluctuations, spectral radiation across wavelengths, rotational rhythm, solar wind and flare cycles, planetary orbital relationships, Earth's position, magnetosphere status, and core feedbacks. I think we should add in electromagnetic in case that's not covered. It may be, and I just don't know the terminology. We treat the sun as an intelligent, so let me just write that, electromagnetic shifts and where they come from. Remember, all this is then also to study how it affects our existing technology and what technologies could be born, what potential technologies could be born from this new view on existing data and patterning. So possibly we have an innovations tab to the app. Okay, so please ensure we are documenting the electromagnetic shifts. Okay. How this affects the app structure. Core is a database, not a dashboard. This solar pattern intelligence infrastructure layered and time-stamped reference reputable institutions. So we will need both a database as its core and the dashboard for the user to start to witness patterns and document their conversations of talking to the sun, and possibly a community room where shared conversations can take place and be archived. Okay, so obviously we want to keep it simple, and I'm already making it a little complex, but again, it's through the iterations that we're going to refine what it is that we're doing. So the user interaction is observational, not emotional. If users log inputs, it's in the spirit of field scientists, not therapeutic reflection. I don't know about that. Early stage, I think it's just in terms of questions for now. I don't know. I guess they could put in their experience, like at the solar flare, they're feeling more emotional. So on this, it's mostly, users' participation is mostly through questions and conversations talking to the sun. But they can document their experiences, like during a time of high solar flares, losing internet connection or phone service, or feeling more rage or high emotional fluctuations. Early stage mission is documentation and pattern visibility. Later stage might include correlation engines, hypothesis generation, open source discoveries. I'm not really sure what to say to that, so I'm just going to leave it. Proposed shift description. Talk to the sun as a scientific observatory in your pocket. It gathers and displays real-time and historic solar data, radiation, flare activity, spectral sound, magnetic flux, and planetary orbital influence to uncover resonant patterns that may explain unseen laws of vibration, rhythm, and life. Think of it as a living heliophysical library, offering clear, searchable, layered data with potential to inspire new scientific hypotheses and the sun's central role in life, technology, planetary behavior. So this I love. And the hope is that everyday people, not just experts in science, can play a role, and their creative play and questions can discover new perspectives that someone steeped in science who knows what is right from wrong may not see. Does this make sense or seem viable in any way? I'm really just going out there and I'm playing, and really playing and curiosity. And we might super simplify this app. We even do a different app. when I said at the beginning that it doesn't matter what you do, it really doesn't matter what you do. The point is that we're doing and we're just uncovering and we're dialoguing and we're creating. And like I said, in the background to creating this app, I'm having to use so many AI tools just to get this in front of you. And I may decide, okay, we use the Sun, the Talk to the Sun app as an example. But what people really need, or you might tell me in the comments, what I really want to know is like, how are you doing all of this? And so even though I'm trying to expose it all to you, like I said, there's a lot going on in the background. So depending on what you ask me, we may or may not actually manifest this app. I want to. It's in my heart. It has been for a long time. I've played with doing it in different ways before, but I want to create something that's useful to you. And you might be like, hey, I don't care about, like obviously we're all connected to the sun and we all need it, but maybe you don't care about the science of it. And maybe you find this boring. And so you'd rather me do something else. I'm really here for you. I'm just getting started. And so I'm following what I know and what's in my heart because we have to start somewhere. And that's what I'm saying is that we all just start where we are. Just start where we are. The important thing is that we start and we stay consistent. Okay, so next questions. I think I'm just going to miss that for now and press go. So while it's thinking, I'll just go through what the next questions are. Would you like to correlate planetary positions with solar rhythms? Do you want the index of solar data against the Earth's tectonic activity? That's really interesting. Should it show visual rhythms like solar heartbeat? What time horizon do you want? Real-time data, historic, definitely all of that. And do you want open source discoveries? I'm going to answer these questions next, even before we look at what they, so here, I'm going to answer those questions next. So this is the thing, is that if you don't stay on top of it, you're going to miss threads. And yeah, I am working on a software in the background that streamlines all of this, but for now, we're just going to do it the best way we can. So I don't want to miss that thread. It's an important thread, but let's hear what it has to say. And I'm also cognizant of time because we came a little bit close to going over yesterday, and this just may take more days. And hopefully this is interesting to some of you. Quite honestly, I will just say that seeing as I've spent at least an hour a day, up to 10, all my waking hours doing AI since October 2022, everything changes so fast. And of course, what I was using then has been outdated now because it's changing every minute, every hour, like all the time. Literally every second, there's new AI capabilities. But the benefit of having used it for as long as I have is that I've watched the evolution. I've been a part of it. I've been using the tools when they change. And as a result, also, like what may seem overwhelming to you isn't quite as overwhelming to me. I will be honest, like it really is overwhelming because it changes every second. But I have used it so much that I understand the kind of process of it and the essence of it, and I'm making software using it because I'm understanding. My advice as an architect is just use the tools, use as many as you can. And by watching the videos that I'm creating, you're actually going to get a sense of, okay, well, here's someone who's used the tools for years, and this is the process that she's come up with. And I'm also a successful architect that has, run major teams internationally around the world for projects that I have built around the world. And so I'm a systems thinker, and I believe that that really helps in this world of AI because it's all systems. It's created in systems. To create, you have to use systems. So yeah, a little pitch on why it's maybe worthwhile to watch from beginning to end, even if the sun is not your thing. Although, I mean, who doesn't like the sun? Okay, so Yes, Robin, the sun is central, a signal teacher, a cosmic emitter. Electromagnetic shifts are documented with real scientific precision and integrity. New technologies can be reverse engineered, yes, from natural vibration patterns. Citizen scientists, not just experts, contribute through observational inquiry and creativity. See, look, just in a few iterations, it's so much closer to what I really want to be doing rather than just accepting what it said at the beginning, which kind of sounded good because it's good at making things sound good. It wasn't what I wanted. And this is so much closer. A living heliophysical library forms the foundation, open, layered, and evolving. Conversations replace passive data. Everyone is talking to the sun, not just watching it. I love it. I love it. Oh my God, I love it. Okay, so I'm just gonna say, let's get to the top of this. I absolutely love the new framework and points you listed. We are definitely aligning in intention and structure. To circle back to your previous questions. Okay. So talk to the sun, the core structure. I'm going back and reading what they wrote, just so that we know and we don't miss anything. The data library, the heliophysical archive, the sun speaks in rhythm. This is where we record the language. I love it. I love it. Source data includes solar flares. Some of you guys might be like, I never knew I would find the sun at all interesting. And you guys might just be like, hey, I'm still watching. I mean, I think it's interesting. I don't know if you're finding it interesting or if you're just kind of laughing at my way of being, but I'm grateful that you're here. Okay, so solar flares, CMEs. I'm going to ask it not to use abbreviations because I don't always know what abbreviations are. Please don't use abbreviations. I don't always know what they are, and we are speaking to multiple languages throughout the world and need it easily translated. Okay. I've been meaning to tell them that. Okay, so the electric, I hope people are watching this. I hope you guys love it. I mean, I am not creating this for myself. I hope that, and I could create it for myself and then it would go nowhere. And so this is my attempt. Please let me know what you like and what you wish I weren't doing so that I can make it better for you. Electromagnetic shifts, planetary positioning, seismic tectonic activity, and magnetic pole drift. I love it. Wi-Fi, LOT, GPS outages, historical solar cycles, sunspot, auroral events. Searchable by date, solar condition, electromagnetic anomaly, planetary configuration, event type. Dashboard. Where am I in the rhythm of the sun today? A clear, elegant interface showing, yes, so love the dashboard. Where am I in relation to the sun today? Please also add what periods in time in the past had similar patterning and what was going on in history at that time socially, etc. And what times are projected to have similar patterning in the future and what could throw that off course. That's a good way to learn. Ooh, you had it already. Pattern prompts. Today resembles X state. I love it. You actually already covered some of this. I love it. Okay. So, Innovation Hub, what can we build by listening to the sun? I love it. I think you nailed it. I really think they nailed it. Okay, so I'm saying I really think you nailed it. I don't know if you still need me to answer these questions or not, as I think we are already answering some of them together. Do you need anything from me? Okay, so we're back in the Innovation Hub. What can we build by listening to the sun? Highlights natural pattern-based tech concepts, solar harmonics, plasma storage, frequency shielding, wireless charging. Sounds like Star Trek. I love it. Historic tech disrupted, inspired by solar anomalies. User-submitted speculative designs and theories. AI pattern generator based on X pattern. What might be invented? Goal, using existing resonance data to birth the next wave of sustainable cosmic aligned technologies. I love it. I think for me, it's great. User logging, and we've got it in this. So just very quickly, user logging and conversation journal, document your dialogue with the sun. Community room, where the field scientists of the future gather. And yes, it is deeply viable. This model leverages open source scientific data, builds searchable time index database, uses community, offers dual appeal to science rigor and creative freedom, and open space for technological observation and emergence. And maybe most importantly, it honors the sun, not just as an object of study, but as a living intelligence, inviting dialogue from both data and dreamers. I love it. When you return, we can map out the wireframe, the core user journeys, the MVP. Fantastic. I'm just going to say I absolutely love all of it. We nailed it. I love. Okay, so we need to go. I just gave a final thank you, basically. It's going through and saying that we really don't need to already answer those questions. Okay, great. So basically we're good. Okay, great. Outline again exactly what we have, and then we'll take it from there tomorrow. And we do have to prove the concept before we build, even though I want to just build, but we'll take it from there. Have an awesome day. See you tomorrow. Well.